Alright, good morning. It's the Monday Morning Show. Today's topic is I hate politics. Yes, that's right. I hate politics. Now you might be sitting at home asking yourself, what does he mean by I hate politics? Well, I'll tell you, and thanks for asking because that is one heck of a question. But before we get started, let me just introduce myself. I am a fellow Tauntonian. Born and raised. No, I'm not born. I was born in California, but grew up in the city of Taunton, which for my Chinese friends, it's in the New England area of America. Now, I have been exposed to a lot of politics, especially local politics. And I don't mean local as in local. Well, actually, I do. It's kind of a double meaning. L-O-C-A-L and L-O-C-O. Just a little joke for my bilingual friends. ¿Cómo está? Habla, no inglés. But let me get back on track. There might be people out there that say, how can you say you don't like politics when that is the essence of the American Republic? That is the essence of the United States. We thrive, we survive, and we cherish, and we have become what we have become because of politics. And I say, touche, my friend, touche. But that doesn't mean I have to love the current state of the political La Costa Nostra, so to speak. I don't have to love it. Now, reasons? Well, I got a treasure chest load of reasons. Let me tell you, I got a pirate's cove, so to speak, of reasons for the why I don't want to get into the politician business. I don't. Now, would I love to sit up there and go to meetings once a month and make money? Sure. Who wouldn't love that? You know, I think any average Joe, I think Pete on the street would love to do that. But here's a problem I have. Now, with the very fundamentals of the political, foundation, I don't have a problem with that. I understand the right to vote, to elect people, and to, govern ourselves, to not be ruled by a monarchy. It's great, right? It sounds great. And, when you look at the book, you read the guidebook that they give you when you get employed at a new company, the handbook, so to speak, it seems great. Seems like a great idea, okay, in essence. But let's jump ahead to the current state of politics in America. What the hell is going on? Does anybody know? Does anybody think that the people elected actually do anything? Does anybody believe that they actually have the power to change anything? Does anyone still believe that? Because I don't. But here, I don't want to go in too deep because I don't want to get political, so to speak. This is one reason I don't like talking about politics, because you're going to say one thing, somebody says another thing, and then next thing you know, you're stabbing each other with butter knives. That's what happens when you bring it up at the dinner table. Say over, Thanksgiving, and, you're in the middle of cutting the turkey, he's in the middle of eating his peas, so he's got a fork, you got a knife, and, hey, one guy's got to come out a winner. Is it my fault? No, it's not my fault, I just happened to be the one cutting the turkey at the time. But, sorry, all this political talk gets my throat a little dry. I apologize, folks. But, like I said, in essence, the fundamentals of having political, parties and voting and electing representatients, so to speak, I agree with. It sounds great, right? But as you find out as you get older in life, and now I'm approaching 40, I have come to understand not everything that is written out when you read it on paper translates to actual life. right? It doesn't always translate. The translation's not always exact. Like, for instance, when you're translating something in English to Spanish, it's not always an exact word. You might have to use a phrase. It might be similar, right? You could get your point across, but it's not going to be exact. Now, that's the way I feel about the political fundamentals. Now, am I an expert? No. I don't claim to be an expert. I mean, listen, I've read every book from A to Z, from Z to Y. I've read, like I said, 4 Harry Potter books. So I know what I'm talking about here, folks. Okay? Hardy Boys, I'm an expert. So, but I'm not claiming to be like the top expert. But listen, folks, I've watched Django. I know my history. Okay? So, don't try to ring my bell, because I'll come back and I'll knock on your door. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to go toe to toe with with Sean Fahey's of the world. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to do it. I'll do it if I have to do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. So, let's get back on track though. See, I'm getting all wound up here. I'm like a yo-yo off its leash. I'm just rolling away. But let's get back on track. So, folks, like I said, the political fundamentals of the Institute of Economy, I don't mind. I'm not a huge fan, but I can understand the comprehension of the average individual would be necessary, so to speak. But when you get into the grassroots of what's going on in present day America, that's where the problems exist. Okay, folks? Let me, I'm trying to get it all on the table. I know people, if you don't understand, if some of the, lingo I'm using is too complicated, just bear with me. Hold on, grab onto your seat and hold on, because we're going to get there, folks. This train's going to go up and down and all around, but folks, at the end of this train, there's going to be a fireworks show for the ages, just like Disneyland, okay, folks? Just hang on, okay? Thank you. Can a guy make his freaking point instead of having to, what's that new thing they do? The kids, 3-second videos where they go, woo, and then it cuts to another video where they go, ah, cuts to another video and goes, ooh, cuts to another video and goes, ah. 3 seconds? Come on, folks. I mean, 3 seconds, I can barely say 3 words in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3, there you go. 3 words, 3 seconds. I need more time to make my point. Do I tweet? No, I don't really tweet. I have a Twitter account, which sometimes I tell people to go to, but I don't tweet much. Why? 1, I'm not a bird, right? This is a fact of life. 2, it's only, 150 characters or something? I'm sorry, folks, but when I make my points, I like to make my points. Can a guy make a point? Does a guy have to say it in 3 seconds? What the hell is this world coming to? You don't have enough freaking time. You have so much freaking ADD that you have to, you better make your point in 3 seconds, or I'm clicking to something else, or you better make your point in 150 characters. Give me a freaking break here. Let me use as many characters as I want. 150 characters? Get the heck out of here. If I want to type 152, let me type 152. If I want to talk for 5 seconds instead of 3, let me talk for 5. Why are you trying to limit my creativity? Are you trying to limit my abilities? That's what it seems like nowadays. These kids, we're going to get comedians that are going to go on stage, and they're going to go on stage for 3 seconds, and they're going to be funny, and then that's it. That's all they're going to get up there and go, la 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 la. People will laugh, and then they'll be like, nope, that's it. That's all I got. That's all you got is 3 seconds, because that's what he's used to doing. Somebody's going to get to college, they're going to be asked to write a paper, and they're going to type up 150 characters. And the professor's going to go, well, your paper started off great, but where's the rest of it? And the kid's going to go, well, 150 characters, that's how I do on Twitter. That's what I'm used to. I can't write any more than that on one subject. And the professor's going to say, well, you know what? Here's a big fat F. Sorry, folks. I apologize. Tonight's a little wacky night. It's been a lot of snow. I've been doing a lot of shoveling. I worked overtime the past week. So I'm not feeling too yuppie, if you know what I mean. I'm kind of in a, Mike Tyson type of mood. So I apologize if I go a little haywire. If I go a little Sonic the Hedgehog on you. That was a mohawk. It's a little stuffy in here, folks. It's not the best atmosphere in here. Hopefully we can get a new studio soon. I'm working on negotiations for a new show and a new studio. I don't want to get into it in this video because this video, the topic is what? What is the? I hate politics. Correct. I guess Twitter. That's kind of politics, right? Is it? I don't. I don't even know what politics are anymore. All I know is a bunch of mainly white guys. They get up there and talk about some rumble bumble that doesn't even matter. 90% of what they talk about in the campaigns doesn't have anything to do with what they do, right? It's like two different worlds. It's like they run the campaign, and then when they're elected, they do something totally different. So that's why I usually don't vote. People might say, "Oh well, if you don't vote, that means you're uneducated, and it means that you don't care about the American citizenship of, you're not proud to be American. What's the matter? You don't vote? What are you, one of those lowlifes?" No, I don't vote because why the hell does it matter if I don't like the way the system is set up today. Donald Trump is gonna be the next president because he has a lot of money. That guy's a freaking douchebag. I mean, is he a good businessman? I mean, obviously, he has a lot of money. But to be an actual candidate for president of the United States of America, how can nobody has respect for that guy? I mean, I wouldn't run for president because I know people don't respect me. So I wouldn't run. I wouldn't be in that. I wouldn't put myself in that position. But I just don't like the way it's set up. Even with Barack Obama, I think he's a good guy. Deep down, maybe real deep, but deep down, he's a good guy. I've done a lot of research. By research, I don't mean I've read books. I mean that I've watched biographies. So I watched a lot of Obama biographies, and I think he's always been a good guy. Smoked a little marijuana in high school and college, but he's a good guy. Always wanted to help people, but it seems like as you get higher up in politics, that helping kind of goes down and the selfishness goes up. Now I don't know if if saying everything he does is for selfish reasons. Why is it so stuffy in here? I apologize. But I feel like the higher you go up in office, the more you have to think about other people, helping other people. If you want to make it in politics, you have to have friends, right? Friends in high places, friends that have money, donate to your campaign. So you have to do certain things that you might not, otherwise have done. So that's why I think politics is corrupt. Now, do I mean everybody? No. I mean, is there some politicians that take showers? Yeah, there is some clean politicians, but there's a lot of dirty ones. There's a lot of Raymond Eklunds out there. You know what I mean? So it's like this, folks. I don't want to get into all the details, boring details, but when somebody brings up politics in a discussion, I run for the hills. Well, I want to run for the hills. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I have to, can't be rude. So I have to engage in the conversation, and it just leads downhill from there, folks. Downhill. We might go up, we'll bring up Tom Brady, bring up sports, and then somebody mentions something about Donald Trump, and then we just go right back down. Folks, we're going up and down. We're going up and down here, folks, and I really don't like it. We're going up and down. And I need to stretch more because my body's really tight. But we're going up and down, folks. And I say leave the politics out of the conversation. Just get it out. Throw it out. Throw it out the window. Because it's only going to go down. It's like a double diamond, folks. It's a double diamond with the moguls. And that's not fun. How about a Glades? Let's go on a Glade Trail. Glade Trail's through the woods. We can go through the woods, talk about movies, TV shows, talk about how Jay-Z is such a good businessman. How about we do stuff like that, okay? Talk about how Chris Farley would have been a legend today if he wasn't found dead with 2 hookers and a bunch of drugs. Things like that. That's a lot more good for conversation, to me, than somebody that brings up something to do with politics, Donald Trump, or other stuff. So let me just give you a quick story. I don't want to get into details because I can't be naming names because then I'll create enemies, and the next thing you know, you'll see a video of me like this. And that'll be the end. But at least, my old videos, that's why I make videos, because I want people to, if something happens to me, people can still watch me. I'm making it for you guys because I know how much people love me. And if something happens and I tragically pass away, then at least you have the videos, right? Especially my kids. So, not that I have any, but that's besides the point, folks. So, let me just give you a quick story, like I said. I had this thing I had to go to, okay? I didn't really know what it was. But when I show up, there's 3 or 4 people there that I don't know, never met before. But I meet them, shake their hands. Now, these people, right off the bat, I don't like to prejudge, but these people were very prim, very proper, very yuppie-like. And by yuppie, I mean white and wealthy. Now, I can get along with all kinds of people. Black, brown, yellow, any types of people I can usually get along with, or at least fake it. So, I'm talking to these people, and immediately they stop bringing up politics. Right off the bat, right? Apparently, they're in some kind of political party, local political party. I'm not going to get into the details. But they stop bringing up politics. Now, me being an individual that's not into politics, I have to fake it, right? So I don't lie, but I try to engage in the conversation the best way I can. But the thing I noticed was I didn't want to create conflict, right? So I did a lot of head nodding, a lot of agreeing. And there was this one main guy, kind of a big guy, that was doing a lot of the speaking. And a lot of what he was saying was kind of controversial. A lot of topics, a lot of, why does the government own this? Why does the government own that? Is the government making money off this? Why should they make money off that? A lot of things, a lot of opinions, right? Heavily opinionated. I think that's a problem with politics. A lot of it is strongly opinionated, and it's they don't care about anyone else's opinion. In some cases, they just care about theirs. So to avoid conflict, I agree, and I head nod. Now, because it was a very professional situation, and I didn't want to, create a fight. But my point of the story is that he shouldn't have brought that up. The first meeting. Oh man, I can't breathe. There's so freaking stuffy there. I apologize. This studio, Gabe, where's Gabe? Can we get a fan going? I mean, for Christ's sake. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Damn, for damn sake, Gabe, I can't barely breathe. I'm doing a live show here in front of millions of people, and I can't breathe. This is unbelievable, folks. I apologize. But the point is, right off the bat, when you meet somebody, don't bring up politics, please. Movies are the number one thing, right? Because people can laugh. Talk about how good Dumb and Dumber was, and talk about how bad Dumb and Dumber 2 was. Great topic. Like I said, Jay-Z is a great businessman. That's always good, especially for the young people. Bring up Miley Cyrus, how wacko she is. How about I don't know. There's plenty of movie, TV topics. Talk about how much your feet hurt, and how the using the new liquid gel things in the shoes helps your feet. Talk about stuff like that. Stuff that you can both agree on, and even if you don't agree on, it's kind of a funny did you see the new Hunger Games movie? Great ending, huh? Well, I didn't really like that ending. Whoa, I thought it was great. I didn't really like it. And then you just laugh. You disagree, but you laugh. Politics, you disagree. It's like, I think abortion should be illegal. Well, I'm pro-choice. I had a daughter that was killed, And then it just creates conflict, right? And then one person takes out a fork because they're eating the peas. Now the person takes out a knife because they're carving the chicken, and they go at each other. Now, folks, no matter what, if say this guy's he's got really quick hands. He's really quick. He's got the fork. He's really quick. He's going, and the other guy is kind of fat and slow, right? And he's got big beefy palms. He's so fat that his palms are fat, right? And he's just, this guy's jabbing real quick. This guy's real slow. But guess what, folks? Who's going to win that fight? The guy with the butter knife. Now, he's not as skilled. He's a lot slower. But the weapon is what's going to end it. You don't need as many slices with a knife. A fork, you can poke around all day, folks. And in the end, you're just going to get two little dots. You're just going to get a bunch of little dots, And we're not playing connected dots here, folks. We're playing life or death because it's a fight and somebody wants to win. Now, can that be avoided? Sure, it can. Don't be mentioned politics at Thanksgiving, Christmas, or how about ever. Now, like I said, in essence, I understand the political fundamentals, but I think the current day political system, so to speak, needs to be changed. How? I have no idea. I really don't. I mean, I've read 4 Harry Potter books, and I haven't found the answer yet. Maybe when I get to the 5th one, maybe then I'll figure out the answer. But or send me an email. What is it? MondayMorningShow@gmail.com. MondayMorningShow@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know what you think about this topic. Any show ideas? I'd love to hear from you. How bad I am, how good I am, or how weird I am. I would love to hear from you. Or if you just want to say hi. And like I said, emails that people bash me and make fun of me, those are always great. I love waking up to those emails. They really brighten up my day. So keep sending those. But that's all I got to say because I can't barely breathe in here. I don't know what the heck's going on. I need to get a fan. I need to get something in the studio because obviously the Celtic pitcher is not helping the air. I don't know, folks. But stay away from politics and conversations in general. And stay away from politics in general. So that's all I got to say. Maybe next week the show will be better. All right. Thank you guys. Have one heck of a night.